Hello guys, welcome to the Premier League Punters Week 23. Just before filming started, I was just giving marching orders here from the boss in yellow. There's a Southampton match playing in 45 minutes, and he's hoping we'll be wrapped up by then. This show generally takes about an hour, Flash, so we'll try and skip through so you can watch your team. But you said it's a really good price, though, for the home side. For Southampton to win.
Yeah. I've just taken Southampton at 1.75. As long as big man's reading tonight's team sheet and not one from last week or something. I was waiting for the team sheets. I was meant to go to the game. I was invited to go down, but I had prior commitments.
That's right. The Premier League Punters show. Russ.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah. Well, he's doing well. I think it's 2 weeks in a row now. So that's right.
4.
That's it. It's about 2 weeks in a row. You're doing good. You're doing good. Onwards and upwards. I will take a quick peek at the record. I'm going to read the record out and tell everybody. So again, sort of Southampton, though, they do look a really good price. This is obviously the FA Cup match here. Big Man and Flash do. The Football League show comes out every Thursday. Obviously, you guys won't be covering this one, but are you going to take this? Are you going to take Southampton at home, Big Man?
Yeah, I'm. You know, you look at the way they're playing right now. They're playing at a high level. I mean, Derby County are playing pretty decent football over in the championship, which you always kind of lament on that. But yeah, I mean, I like the team. I think Flash alluded to that. Him and he talked about that before the game, and he said a good read. I mean, they played some good football, Southampton. I think it's a pretty good price. I'll probably be on it as well. They're at home here, so I'm interested as well.
Sweet. All right. Well, there we go. So first tip, FA Cup. I like it very much. If we finish in time, I will go and place the bet. But listen, let's run through. I have to say, I want to introduce obviously Flash. Up at the top there, yellow. Right underneath him is Russ Yers. You can follow him at Russ Yers. Twitter handles should be in the description. If they are not, I will put them in. And obviously, the big man on campus. And run through this show. We do the Premier League Punters every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And week 23. I have to say, of all the weeks, this has been my absolute hardest. It's literally has been like blood from a stone. For me, I found this really, really tough. Does anybody else agree, or is it just me?
Yeah,
everyone else
pretty tough.
Yeah, it's been really, really tough. So I've got leans, not many official plays, and I'm hoping talking to you guys and our wonderful viewers, because they come up with some great bets as well, is going to help me through week 23. All right, so first one is Wolves versus Leicester. Wolves 2.3, draw 3.3, and Leicester 3.4, 8th and 11th respectively. Now we chatted about Leicester, Flash. Really, they were priced at 2 there to beat Southampton. Southampton, 10 men, down to 10 men about halfway through, full of injuries, yet still they managed to lose it up, and they were at home. And Wolves as well. I just think neither team can be trusted on this. All of the outcomes can be happening. At the first game I'm staying away from. Any thoughts on that one, Flash?
Yeah, I'm going for the draw, funnily enough, and you've just teed me up for it for all the reasons that you've just said. Yeah. Can't trust Wolves at home, even though I think they are superior. The thing is with Leicester, as long as they've got Vardy in the side, they're liable to score. If you pushed me on a score, I'd probably say this is 1-1. I started off by looking at Wolves at 2.25, thinking that they were really good value at home, but I think Wolves are going to turn out to be a side that are going to be better on the road with their counter-attacking and things like that. So I've gone Wolves draw official.
We've got Speaking Languages as well, saying 2 defensive teams under 2.5 goals. I have to say, I sort of agree with that on the goals front. If you had to pick a correct score, are you going 1-1, 0-0? Surely not 2-2.
1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Under 2.5 goals. There we go. 1.62. That's my magic number, Flash. 1.62.
That's your new Twitter handle.
Hey. What are you
exactly?
What are you going for, Russ?
No, this is too tough to call. For me, obviously, Wolves have got Boney out, got sent off against Man City. That's a big loss for them defensively. And the question with Leicester is, are they playing for the manager? Again, along Flash's lines, Wolves are the best bet here. But again, if the players are playing for Puyol, then Leicester have got a chance. Obviously, they won at Chelsea, won at Everton. They can definitely win here. So it's a pass from me. We'll just see which Leicester team turn up. But that obviously the 1.62, under 2.5. Yeah, that's a good bet, I think.
Yeah. Not the most tempting of prices there. What do you think, big man, in this match? Is it a pass or a play?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the total here. I mean, I really like the under, but it's too low.
Yeah.
I mean, 11 of 13 for Leicester have gone under. I mean, they've been a great under trender this year. Boney's out, which obviously Russ alluded to. That's a great point by him. You look at Wolves. I mean, they played very well against the top 7, but against like the bottom teams, they seem to struggle. You kind of have one in the middle here in Leicester City. I don't know. I'm kind of on board with Flash. I think it'd be a draw. I'm going to pass on this game. I don't. The only one I would like would be under. I would maybe put that in an ACCR bet, but I don't have anything other than that. The price is too low on the under.
Yeah, I've written it down. Anthony L. Wolves Leicester sounds like a stone cold under. And then obviously speaking languages as well, going for the under. Daniel Victor, no bet from me. Pass, Jewish sex learner, like everybody. It's, I think, sort of cohesively same thoughts on this one. Next, obviously, Bournemouth versus West Ham. Bournemouth 2.5, West Ham 2.9, and the draw 3.6, 9th and 12th. West Ham and Big Man, you weren't on the last show. So I did all of our Christmas bets all in one go. And I noticed a lot of the times when all of us went for West Ham, they lost. And when we didn't go for West Ham, they won. It's, again, another sort of team that I think is unreliable. Odds obviously super close. I know you're a fan of betting this West Ham side. Are you going to take them in this match?
No, I'm going for the both teams to score it over 2.5. I think we've seen out of Bournemouth. I mean, other than in kind of last week, I mean, their games have been wild. I mean, they're giving up a lot of goals. I mean, he gave up 5 to Tottenham, 4 to United, 3 to Watford. FA Cup, they give up 3 to Brighton, and then 2 last week. I mean, this team is just shipping goals right now. I'm willing to think that West Ham, who I think we can all agree have over the last few years have major issues defensively. I think this is a 2-1 game at worst. Could be a similar game to the Watford-Bournemouth game, maybe 2-2. I'm going to go both teams are scoring over 2.5 at 1.85. I just see goals. I don't think Bournemouth is going to kind of change their spots. They've been an over team. I don't see why that doesn't continue here. Being at home, they should be able to score at least as well.
Yeah. Speaking languages, Bournemouth is a team with a bad defense. He's liking both teams to score. Again, I like that one. It's 1.56. Hardly anything.
Yeah, seems like all he gives out is low priced games. I mean, he's giving out under 2.5 in the Leicester game. These are too low. Speaking language, I'm not betting anything below 1.7. It's a great pick, both teams to score, but I can't bet that.
Yeah, I was thinking, do I push it to the Alex Classic? The both teams are scoring the over 2.5 goals, and I don't know. Is it my mood? Is it the games? Again, it's a pass for me. I do like both teams to score, but it's low 1.56. The man that can find value is Flash. Are you betting this game?
No, I'm not. Pass.
All right.
Simple.
Anything else, Flash, or is that it?
Larry, I can't hear anything.
No.
All right. Sorry.
No, I just said sorry. Now so it's a pass from me.
Yeah.
No, I would lean towards the Alex Classic only. Can't trust either of them. Not for me.
Yeah, Russ, what are you going for?
The draw 3.7. Bournemouth, no win in 5. West Ham, as you said, over Christmas, they win the games that you don't think they're going to win, and they lose the games you think you're going to win. Bournemouth, Watford 3-3. I don't think there's much sides. I'm going to play the 3.7 on the draw. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. I think these teams are evenly matched. Obviously, West Ham beat Arsenal last week. They had a poor performance the following week, which means if Bournemouth raise their game, there you go, it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, probably would be a lean for me as well. That draw officially an absolute no play. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace now. Great call, Russ, on the Brighton +2 there. Liverpool obviously winning just 1-0 at Brighton. At home, though, Liverpool have got the toughest defence. They've conceded just 3. The question is can Crystal Palace score here? And a tough game to find value. I feel Liverpool are going to win this. What do we combine it with? Russ, you got it right in the last one. What are you going for in this one?
We're going for Liverpool and under 3.2.1. I was looking at the 1.2 Liverpool to win to 0, but that extra little value of 2.1 under 3.5 will play that. Flash and I were talking before. Obviously, Crystal Palace, they won at Manchester City. They drew at Man United. Can they make it a hat trick? I just think this is a step too far. I think Liverpool would have done their research. Klopp would have known that, again, this Crystal Palace team, they'll be hard to beat. They've got a good record at Anfield, but this Liverpool team know they need to win. They need to get it done. I think they will. I think it'll be close. That's why Liverpool in the unders.
Yeah, I like the Liverpool in the unders as well there. 3.5, under 4.5, 1.6 there. Also looking at Liverpool win to 0. Somebody quickly says, I don't see the poker tournament online yet. We are doing a poker tournament today at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It will come up. Registration is 2 hours before. As soon as I find out, the poker team will let me know once it's actually on the poker board, but it will be. So bear that in mind.
Out 2 hours
all right, big man on campus. What do you like in this match?
Yeah. Just from experience, generally 2 hours before that, so 6 to 8, I would have. I don't have much on this game. As kind of the season goes on with Liverpool, it becomes harder and harder to find value. Crystal Palace actually played them pretty well in the first match, if I can remember correctly. No opinion. I couldn't find much here value. Maybe I'd lay 1.5 in the first half. I could see them being up 2-0, to be frank.
Yeah.
Maybe off in the second. I'm going to avoid this one. No opinion.
All right. Flash, what do you like in this match?
I like Palace double chance at 4.5. If you remember 2 years ago when we did this show, and I took Crystal Palace to win at Anfield at 12. And then I backed him again when it went 1-1 and Benteke got the winner. I just think that Palace did do well against Man City. They went to Old Trafford and drew. I know it was a bit of a different Man United than we're getting today. Mm-hmm. I'm just only looking at the value. And listen, Liverpool will slip up. So I'm just gonna try and find the value for when they do.
All right. So you keep opposing Liverpool and it's gonna pay for you at some point.
Hey Nat.
Go on.
I agree.
No, I just wanted to say, I mean, Flash, you're very hypocritical. It's funny. You say you're looking for value, yet you give the worst price possible for your draw double chance. Bet365 has 5.5. Flash. You're going to save yourself. You're going to get $100 more if you just go to Bet365.
Yeah, I'll take the 5.5 then. Thanks, big man.
No problem.
I've not done them yet. I'm just looking. But that's what we're partners are for. Pick me up when I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. I got you covered, bro.
Whale Kappa. Flash has the pulse on Palace. Welcome, Whale Kappa. Whale Kappa is playing today in the poker this evening, in the poker tournament as well. I think I'm going to go for Liverpool in the under 3.5 goals. I also like Liverpool win to 0. I will say my official right at the end, whichever one I'm going for. Okay, Manchester United versus Brighton. Hey, what a win. I wasn't expecting that one. 1-0 at Wembley. Manchester United 1.3, draw 5.75, and Brighton 12. Obviously, I did promise and swear that I will never, ever bet them again. I'm very tempted to take Manchester United win to 0 at 2.1. But both teams to score has been a casher for me. So the question is again, on the fence. Start us off on this one, big man. Big match here, Manchester for you, Manchester United. What do you like?
I'm going to keep it up with United. I mean, how do you not? I mean, they played very well since Mourinho's been axed, and what a surprise! They're playing well without him. Shame they didn't do it earlier. They've also kept 3 straight clean sheets. I'm going to go with Man United and under 3.5 here at 2.10. I think I could see a 2-1, maybe a 2-0. I'm going to go with United and under 3.5, 2.1.
Ooh, I like that one. They have been scoring. The past couple of matches obviously been low scorers. Times before that, quite heavy scoring matches here. Flash, obviously, you called it when they were heavy scorers. They're at home. Do you think, are they going to be on the attack in this match?
100%. I mean, I would go 4-0, 5-0, maybe 4-0, 4-1, 5-0, 5-1. I'm going Manchester United -2 at 3.1.
There you go. And that's been a cash review as well. That's on Asian Handicap -2.5 there. I like that bet a lot. Looks like we've lost Russ for a little bit. Maybe he will come back. Newcastle versus Cardiff now. Newcastle 2, Cardiff 3.3, and Cardiff 4.4. Again, both teams in much need of points. Sometimes hard to call here. Cardiff obviously struggling to score. Scoreless in 3 of their 5 games, including hosting Huddersfield. But obviously Newcastle failed to beat Fulham. So the lean is Newcastle at this point until I speak with you guys. What do you like here, Flash?
Yeah, I like Newcastle. What price did you say that Newcastle were?
2.
2 point what?
2.
Yeah, I was going to say. I can only find 2. Yeah, Newcastle. Listen, Newcastle turn up into this game with knowing that if they've got any sort of dreams of staying in the Premier League, these are the games that they can't pass up the 3 points. They got a good win last night, so the reserves are pushing them boys that are playing in the first team. I just see Newcastle being very, very strong, and I like them too. Don't complicate it.
Yeah, strong lean. I think I will make it official. Big man, what are you going for?
I hate to say it, another pass. I mean, this game should fly under, but you get another bad, on 1.61. I don't really have interest in. Yeah, I hate to keep going under, but or not being on a game, but I don't see much here. I'll tell you what, I could see a draw. I think 3.3 is interesting. I mean, would it really surprise anyone if Newcastle lose? I mean, they are 18th in the table. They're not a good side. I feel like whenever you think Newcastle's going to win, they always let you down. We've had a couple. Remember Fulham a couple weeks ago, right around Christmas? They 0-0 draw. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go with the draw here, 3.3. I don't think Newcastle's much better than Cardiff. I think Cardiff will give their all. I could see 1-1 here. I'll go with the draw at 3.3.
Interesting. We've got Anthony L, Newcastle and Cardiff. So we're betting on who sucks less. Pretty much. Yes, I think we are. Russ, who sucks less out of Newcastle and Cardiff?
In the long run, it has to be Cardiff. Obviously, Newcastle, that was a massive win last night. Scoring 4 goals. I know they played the extra time, but that's a massive boost for them. Struggling to score both home and away. I think with obviously only a few games of preparation, I think that's probably good for them. I think they'll come out all guns blazing against Cardiff. And yeah, I agree with Flash. I think they'll get this done. I think 2.02 is what I saw on Newcastle. I don't think there'll be too many goals. So from extra value, I think it's 2.2 Newcastle and under 4.5. 2.2 Newcastle under 4.5. Just a little bit more value there.
Just a smidge, trying to stretch it out. You could probably do like a little, like under 3.5, just for a little bit more value. And when you say all guns blazing, do they have guns to blaze?
Look, they scored 4 goals. It's better than a blank, and obviously they got two goals against Blackburn in the home leg. So again, this Cardiff defence, they're just going to defend for their lives, and I think Newcastle eventually, hopefully, will break them down.
Yeah, I wish the unders price was better than the 1.61. I really do. And again, with Wolves and Leicester as well, 1.62. Maybe it's a time for a little acca bet there for the unders. I'm going to make Newcastle my official play on this one. All right, Southampton versus Everton. Southampton 2.62, Everton 2.8, and draw 3.3. Obviously, Southampton are playing today. Obviously, we will go to our boy in Southampton, Flash. Should we put our money on them, take them a draw, no bet, something like that? They're kind of impressive against Leicester. They should have really lost that match, and they didn't.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying, they should have lost that game. I mean, they were down to 10 men. They were hung on. It was like the Alamo. Leicester are no great shakes. But I said that about the Leicester and Everton a couple of weeks ago. Southampton, listen, you can't put money on Southampton at the moment because listen, they could go and score 3 goals. They could have to draw a blank. There's injuries throughout the squad, but that might force him to play a different system. It might mean that he'll play 3 attacking midfielders. It might work. I'm just happy to cheer him on. Listen, I can't be betting in this game.
Yeah, interesting. Not at all. If you had to gun to head now, and you had to pick a correct score, what would it be?
2-1 Southampton.
Okay. Interesting. And I just literally got a message from you, Wager. Tournament is on the board now. You've heard it first. I don't know if you can actually. I'm going to just message and see if you can actually sign up. It's on the board anyway. I think registration opens at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It does. They told me that. Tournament is on the board though. All right. So gun to head. Flash is going for a 2-1 Southampton win. Somebody also just did bring up here Southampton draw no bet. Could definitely be a way to play it. What do you like in this game, Russ?
It's a no play. I can see any 3 results happening here. The only lean would be under 2.5 at 1.96. I think obviously Southampton still battling relegation. Obviously they've got a game tonight. They'll want to keep it tight, try and nick the goal. Everton don't travel that well, don't score too many goals. So yeah, the lean would be on the unders at 1.96. And again, if you ask me, correct score, probably 1-1.
1-1, yeah. I was looking as well, both teams to score 1.74. Fatigue, obviously, with Southampton coming to this game on Saturday. Yes, I don't know. Again, and just chatting with you guys, it's definitely kind of like echoing how I'm feeling about this Matchday 23. Big man, what are you going for?
Both teams to score 1.74. I mean, Southampton have scored in 6 of their last 7. I've given up on trying to figure Everton out, but I do think they can find a way to score in this one. I think 1-1 is very possible. I could see maybe Everton edging it 2-1 because Everton generally win when no one bets them, and then when everyone's on them, they either lose or have issues. So I'm going both teams to score. If Everton fuck me here, I'm done with these fucks.
I know. I said that about Manchester United. It's really tough, isn't it? I know Everton. They are a tough team again to put your money on. And I have to say that, again, a lot of people are passing. Julius Excellenn, another pass. But then like Anthony L is going for like Everton draw no bet. Another one's going for Southampton draw no bet. Again, liking the unders. It's a tough card, people. It's a tough card. But I tell you what, if you are nervous about this card, right now is the Australian Open tennis. And you don't even need to know much about tennis because I've got 3 great cappers. I've got Alex, Need for Tips. I've got the Whale capper and I've got RDL as well. So we are back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, round 4 bets, and they are killing it. So if you're scared about this card, have a little dabble in tennis betting. Watford versus Burnley. Burnley, a team that has been making us money. Watford 1.67, draw 4.1, Burnley 5.75. It was Russ's and Flash's banker of the weekend, the Burnley win. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. 2 units on that one. The question is do we dive head first in and take Burnley 5.75? Do we take Burnley double chance at 2.3 or do we not? Flash.
You take both.
You taking both?
Yeah, you got to take both. You got to take both. It's a free shot. It's a free shot. I mean, toss of a coin. There's no way Burnley are like 3 points overpriced. I mean, you can understand Burnley being free, but not 5.75. I mean, listen, they're a strong, difficult side. They've got it. They're starting to get their mojo back. They're starting to cause problems. Listen, let's also just go back to last week. They won 2-1. They didn't have a shot on goal, and they were fortunate with two own goals. But things like that can turn you around. So my official plays are Burnley win 5.75, double chance 2.3. If it all goes, if they get the draw, then I nick 0.3.
Yeah.
It's all about nicking.
Are you putting a unit on each one?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bearing in mind, last week you put 3 units on one particular match, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there was nothing in the game. I mean, it was a double chance for Bournemouth all day, every day, and it was just a free header, 6-yard box. It was a 0-0. I watched the game intently, and I didn't think at any stage that either Everton or Bournemouth were going to win that game.
Yeah. All right. Big man, often a fan of Burnley, stepped off the train. They were going through a losing streak there, possibly their Europa League commitment. They are now on a winning streak. Do we continue on the train?
Yeah, I think there's a possibility of a draw here, but I'm not really buying it just yet. I mean, I haven't been that impressed with Watford either. I'm actually going to go for over 2.5. I think Burnley are turning it up a bit as far as scoring goals are concerned, but I still wonder about their defense. Watford is a team that has done some good things well lately as far as scoring goals. 32 on the season. I think we could see a 2-1 game here, maybe even a 2-2. Or I'm going to go over 2.5 at 1.9.
Ooh, interesting. I was looking as well at both teams to score at 1.91. Yes, Jewish sex learners remembering the video from last week. Flash 3 units on the Bournemouth, if I'm not mistaken, and he says because he can. Do you remember? That's what you said.
No, because I am.
I didn't hear it.
I said because I am.
Because I am. Okay. I am going to take a shot on a Burnley double chance at 2.3. Not a lot of confidence in Watford. I'm wondering whether to stick another unit on Burnley, 5.75. But as it stands now, I'm going to move on. Because I am. Flash. I am. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea 2.3, Arsenal 3, and draw 3.75. Obviously, the reverse was 3-2 to Chelsea. Chelsea's defence seems to have tightened up a little bit. They are on the road, though. Arsenal at home. We had a bit of a chat about this, me and Russ. Start us off here, Arsenal fan. Do you think they can pull the win?
They can. I don't think they will. The official plays the draw at 3.75. Arsenal really need a win here if they've got any chance of getting top 4. It's a must win. So they will go out for it. But as you said, Chelsea's defence is a lot better than it has been. Obviously, going forward, Chelsea with their pace are going to cause Arsenal problems with Hazard, Willian. I think Pedro's fit. I think these are 2 evenly matched teams. So I think the draw 3.75 is a way to go. 1-1, 2-2. It's going to be a tight game either way. I can't see a winner.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're quite evenly matched. I don't know. Anne S says Chelsea win any day at 2.3. One of the bets I'm looking at, and also, of Arsenal, big defensive issues there. Chelsea to score over 1.5 goals at odds of 2. One of my favourite bets, actually, of the weekend. One of my only bets, even, I should say. Big man on campus. Do you think they're evenly matched teams?
No, I don't. I think with Arsenal, you really had to know when to get off the pot with this group and when to bet them. And I just think right now, for whatever reason, I follow them like very intently. And I think there's a lot of question marks around this club. The fan base is pretty unhappy, to be honest, right now. They hate the ownership. Russ knows that. I think the coach, the manager, while I think they're giving him a chance, he's still making a lot of very Arsene Wenger type decisions. I mean, not putting certain players on, where are certain players? Ozil seems like he just takes days off when he feels like it. They're paying him $300,000 a week for what exactly? And they're not buying anything. How do you have a club that makes more on any match day than any club in the country, yet you have no money? Someone is hoarding money here, and I think we all know who it is. It's our buddy over here in Stan Kroenke. Do I think they can beat Chelsea? No, I don't. I think Chelsea's way better than they are, and I will take them here at 2.4.
Yeah.
Arsenal has still defensive issues, as you said, Natalie. Until they get comparable back there with Bellerin and those kind of guys, I'm not interested. I think right now they're a fade candidate. I'll take Chelsea at 2.4.
Yeah, very nice price as well. And it seems as well as Arsenal were on a no loss run until they lost at Southampton, and then it's all been a bit sketchy after that. Have they lost? What is going on with the Arsenal team, Russ?
The 20 match unbeaten run. I went to quite a few of them, and Arsenal were very lucky. They were lucky at home to Everton. They were lucky at home to Watford. They just didn't come out in the first half, and they could have been 2 or 3-0 down in each of them. But again, they rode their luck and obviously performed amazingly against Spurs, winning 4-2. And obviously played Southampton at the wrong time. And Rob Holding's been a massive loss for Arsenal when he got injured at Manchester United, sort of when the defence sort of went to pieces, really. And after that, they've not been able to regain form. And obviously away to Liverpool, away to Brighton, no 1 point out of 6 there. And even starting the new year, again, Fulham, you should win comfortably, which they did. Burnley, they just won. But away from home, again, you're saying the struggles under Wenger, they seem to repeat themselves. Yeah,
definitely reversing, and then obviously losing to West Ham as well at West Ham. All right, so a draw for Russ, Chelsea win for big man there, the 2.4. Flash, what do you like in this match?
I think both teams to score and over 2.5 goals is the only way to go for me. I'd lean Arsenal win, and that's because I wrote down when I looked at this game, motivation. They struggle unless they're in front of their home fans with a big crowd, with a big team opposite them. I just think that Arsenal are too big, but I can't trust them. And listen, you've got an Arsenal fan down there just below me who said they're missing Rob Holding. I wouldn't let Rob Holding play in my garden. So that's how bad it is. He's not a Premiership top 4 defender. Yeah. So I mean, if you're looking at them players, come on, Lichtsteiner. I was never a fan of his when he was at Juventus. He stole a living for 15 years.
Mustafi's bad as well. I mean, they're really.
Listen. Sorry to interrupt you, big man. Sorry, Russ. I want to watch the game at 8:15. I'm not playing this game. Alex Classic for me. All right, because otherwise we'll be talking about their defenders until Sunday. They're garbage at the back.
There we go.
Next, please.
Next, please. Wait. I'm Chelsea in the over 1.5 goals at odds of 2. Very also tempted to take that Chelsea win as well. Anes and a few others here really liking the Chelsea win away. Charles Chihamba likes the Chelsea win as well. Arsenal look bad at the moment. So yes, I like the Chelsea over 1.2 goals. Huddersfield versus Manchester City now. Man City 1.14, draw 8.5, and Huddersfield 21. Anybody taking the price of 21? Nope.
Silly. John Smith.
Can't even tempt. Can't tempt you, Flash, at the odds. You're not taking Huddersfield double chance. Nothing. Huddersfield
absolutely not. I mean, I'm happy to go first if you want me to.
Sure.
Go on then.
Man City -2 and absolutely cruise. Absolutely cruise this game.
Yes. -2 there on the Asian handicap. Man City
2.1.
Yeah. Sorry, you're cut out a bit. So I don't know if I'm talking over you or if you finished talking.
Yeah.
So Man City do concede though, don't they? Win to 0 was one I was looking at. Super low though, 1.7.
If you can get a price now on Huddersfield having a shot on goal, you're talking about a side who fire more blanks than a territorial army. All right. So listen, they have got no goals in them, and you're up against a side, as I said last week. They'll make no mistakes now, because if they do, game over. We get the time of the season that they just cannot afford. They just cannot afford it. They'll go out and they will butcher this mob.
Huddersfield and Man City, that's not even fair, says Anthony L. Russ, I do know that you've made some money betting like Man City and both teams to score. They do concede. Obviously, will Huddersfield even have a shot on target? Can they score? What's your bet?
The bet is Jesus, even money, 2.0 to score any time. Totally agree with Flash. City are going to score 3, 4, even 5. If Jesus plays, he scores. 2.0 any time is the play here.
Interesting stuff. Big man on campus. What's your bet for this match, Huddersfield, Man City?
Yeah, I just got a DM from John Smith. He's actually laying 1.5 goals in this game with Huddersfield at 50, so he's going to be sitting well in this game.
500.
Yeah, listen, I've talked before. I mean, it's unlikely they even get much possession in this game, let alone put anything together. I think they'll strike out more than Flash at a singles bar against Man City. So, how are you at a singles bar, Flash? You do quite well or no? I was just kidding.
Depends if it's male or female.
Okay, interesting response there. By you,
just got to bat it back and exactly. Scramble your brain a little bit.
I know. I
missed the question. I heard singles market, and then that was it. They want to zoom my camera in a little bit.
At singles bar.
At a singles bar.
My luck at singles bars. Yeah. So I said, what, male or female?
I said, how do you do at singles bars?
I bet that shut Big Man up for a second.
Yeah, he
was like, he had the old double take. He was like...
It was an interesting response. Let's say that. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna agree with Flash Watson here. City minus 2.5 at 2.1 shouldn't have any trouble here. Huddersfield are shocking.
Yeah, minus 2.5. One of the bets I like is Man City to score in both halves at 1.7. I like that bet. And also as well, Man City minus 2.5. Final match, and they're going to zoom me in. Here I am. Better late than never, as they say. It's the final game, but that's good. Thanks, Freddie. Fulham versus Tottenham. Tottenham 1.8. Can you believe? Draw 3.6 and Fulham 5.5. That's a pretty high price for a third in the league team here. Obviously, they did suffer a blow, Man City. 1.8. That's a lot of value, big man?
Yeah, I still think, I mean, most punters are going to look at this game and say, oh, well, Harry Kane's out. They're not going to be able to do anything. But, I mean, they still have plenty of players. I mean, Heung-min Son and Dele Alli and Moura, they have plenty of options here. Fulham are very poor. I'm worried, though, is this one of those games where they're just grabbing people into thinking that Tottenham is a good price here and Fulham somehow surprised. But, I mean, Fulham seem to never surprise. They've never really came to play when they needed. I'll agree. Tottenham 1.8. I have to play it.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like a little moth to a light. It's one of those 1.8. Yeah. Why is it? Anthony L isn't Tottenham missing Son. Son is out, says Jacobs 5.
What's he out for? I didn't see that.
He's gone to the Asian
game.
I'm
not sure. Russ, have you got anything to shed on this one?
Yeah, we're going to take Spurs to win and over 1.5 at 2.1. I was looking at Spurs -1 at 3.25, but I'm just not sure they'll win by 2. So Spurs to win and over 1.5 at 2.1. As you say, the stats are pretty even when Kane starts and when he doesn't start. I think Spurs have got enough firepower to win this. Fulham aren't a great side at all.
No, not at all. 0 road wins there, but they are at home. Picked up 3, and we're into the second half of the season now. Anthony L says, if they are missing Kane and Son, then the price makes sense. Big man, you do not agree with that, though.
No, Fulham are awful. I mean, Fulham are really bad. I mean, what do you make the price? You're not going to make Fulham a favorite or anything. I mean, 1.8 is you're laying juice. It's a road game. It's not a far road game, but it's a road game without the two best players. They still have plenty of options. I mean, they're still way better than Fulham. Fulham are terrible. I mean, I think the price is fair. Maybe it could be, maybe they could be, I mean, you're getting 5 on Fulham. I mean, is 5 enough to bet Fulham? I need 9 to bet Fulham. I have no interest in that. I think the price is still fine. They're still way better than Fulham, even without Kane and Son.
Yeah. Obviously, and again, must win for Spurs. Chelsea nipping at their toes, 1 point behind. But Flash, is 5.5 enough for you to take Fulham?
I'd need medicine if I took Fulham. There's no chance. I mean, I would do Spurs to win to 0. I'm actually going Spurs -1 at 3.25. I like the fact that you've got players coming in fresh. Sissoko out, injured. Son, Asian Games. Kane, injured. Okay, so now all of a sudden the other boys have got to come in, and they've got a squad, that any of them would walk straight into the Fulham side. Fulham can't defend. So for me, Spurs -1, 3.25. I see this game being cruising 2-0.
Cruising, and that would bring in Russ's bet as well. Spurs and the over 1.5 goals. Me and Big Man just taking Spurs there at 1.8. All right, I believe that is the end of the 10 games for Matchday 23. I have to say it's really hard, this card, but hopefully we have managed to get some winners here. We are going to run down them for you. They will add to the bet diary, and also if you guys want to take a note of any of them, please do. Going to start with you, Flash. You have 30 units now. 30.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Only 22 to go.
It's amazing.
And then I'll beat the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Remember, it's a team effort, Flash. You keep reminding me.
Well, yeah, that means the team effort. Exactly. You want to start contributing to that team then, don't you?
I'm trying my hardest every day. Every week, Flash, I try my hardest. But it's been a tough year. All right. What have you got for us?
Okay, I've got Newcastle at home at 2. I've got Burnley 5.75 and double chance at 2.3. Arsenal, Alex Classic at 2. Man United -2 at 3.1. Palace, double chance at 5.5. Wolves, draw at 3. Man City -2, 2.1. Spurs -1, 3.25. My ACCA is Newcastle at 2 and Man City -2 at 2.1. And my banker is Manchester United -2 at 3.1.
Okay. All right. Big Man on campus. What have you got?
I'm going with Bournemouth, West Ham over 2.5 and both teams to score at 1.85. United United and under 3.5 at 2.1.
I like that one.
Newcastle, Cardiff, draw 3.3. Southampton, Everton, both teams to score. Watford, Burnley over 2.5. Chelsea 2.4. City -2.5 at 2.1. And Tottenham at 1.8. My banker is Bournemouth, West Ham, both teams to score and over 2.5. My 2-team parlay is under 2.5, Leicester, Wolves, and United and under 3.5.
All right. Russ, what's your bets Matchday 23?
Well, we've got Bournemouth, West Ham draw. Liverpool to win and under 3.5. Man U, Brighton 1.91. Man United halftime, full-time. Newcastle and under 3.5. Watford, Burnley. Watford to win and under 3.5. Arsenal, Chelsea draw. Huddersfield City, if Jesus starts, 2.0. Jesus anytime scorer. Spurs to win and over 1.5. The banker is Spurs and over 1.5. The ACCA is Man U, Brighton 1.91 halftime, full-time, and Liverpool and under 3.5.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to go for Newcastle win, Newcastle versus Cardiff. I am going for Burnley double chance at 2.3, and I'm going to throw in Burnley as well at 5.75. I'm going for Chelsea to score over 1.5 goals at odds of 2 and the Chelsea win. I'm going for Man City -2.5 and Man City to score in both halves, and I'm going for the Tottenham win. That is it. I don't even know what my banker is on this one. I'm so stuck on this. I'm going to go for Man City to score in both halves as my banker. It is a really tough week for me. I'm struggling. But there we go. That is Matchday 23 in the bag. And just in time, 1 minute before kickoff, Flash. So there we go.
Doing good. Say goodbye.
Thank you very much, everybody, to all our wonderful viewers and, of course, Team Bankroll, the Premier League punters, Flash, Russ, and the Big Man. See you later for poker. The links will be on our Twitter page, SBR Sports Picks. Give us a follow. Come and join in the tournament. It's absolutely free and the money is real. And we'll be live streamed as well, so you can just watch us if you want. All right, guys, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Cheers.